What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. And ho, ho, ho! We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. Can you believe it? How fast has this year gone? It's incredible. Anyway, this is the video you put on in the background whilst you're hobbying, and I'm just talking in the background and just droning on about stuff. So grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever you need. Tea, coffee, water, cherryade, Diet Coke, well, whatever. Mineral water. And let's get to the bench. Okay, guys, so here we are on the bench. As you can see, I've got my Dutch model here. So he's almost good to go. Almost, I say. I want to paint his belt a different colour. And I want to put a wash on a couple of areas, like his sort of vest thing he's got going on there, and the wrist wraps, or the wrist wrap he's got. Then I think we'll be good to go, pretty much, with him. Yeah, so that's that. First, before I do anything else, though, I need to varnish this young lady here just a tiny little bit, because I did the other side of her on the last video, or the end of the last video, or after I filmed the last video. I can't remember now. It's been about a week. That's about average for my memory. Right. So what I'm doing, I'm just getting grabbing a brush, an old Citadel wash brush. These are great for applying varnishes and things. Yeah, so like I say, we've done the other side of her, so just doing this side now. There, so that can now sit to one side whilst I wait for it to dry. Then I'll be able to glue her to her base. As usual, I've put too much varnish on. That's okay. Waste not, whatnot. There we go. Okay, so now that's out of the way, I think I'll turn my attention to Dutch. Oh, and by the way, I've got to make a decision on this character here, this dead ringer. The decision is what to prime him as, how to prime him, and what method to use. First of all, I thought black. Let's just prime him black. I don't know. No, I don't want to prime him black. He's got some fleshy areas on him, and the bone sort of area will need to be a bit of a lighter hue. So I am thinking of using necrotic flesh if I've got any left in the can, but I'll do that after this video, because I'll use that as an aerosol spray. It's an army painter one, so that's probably what I'm going to prime him with, just to let you know. Also, we still have the Catachan Jungle Fighters that I'm working on, slowly working through. I think I'm almost there with them, I really do. But anyway, got the Age of Sigmar, whatever they are, warriors. I started doing like a paint comparison using these guys. Yeah, I could do tutorials on them. I could, but I've got Dutch, I've got this trader guy, and I've got this trader guy here. Now these are for role-playing games I want to be getting into next year, hopefully. Oh, and also I've got my 4 Ghostbuster characters here, which I just don't know if they're going to be any good painted, because they're very soft on the detail. But we'll see what I can do. See if I can work the magic. So I'm unsure about that. I think I'll leave their bases as they are. Obviously, I'm bound to get over paint on some of the areas, but if I leave the bases for the most part, do I just scrape the paint off the base or just paint the bases again? That might be an idea. Anyway, questions for another time. I need a brown for Dutch's belt. What am I going to use? I think I'm going to use... The Meshy Desert's calling to me. Rucksack Tan is calling to me as well. I think I'll use that. It's a P3 paint. Rucksack Tan. I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, Rucksack Tan. It's the one I'm going to paint his belt with. So let's get my palette out here. Just use water for that. Oh, that's good. Okay, so, right, now we're into it. Now I know what I'm doing. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So, what was I doing yesterday that I couldn't do videos of? I was visiting my mum, actually, who lives up in Honiton, further away from me. I saw my mum and my sister, which was good because I haven't seen her for ages, and I mean ages. It's been months and months and months. So it was good to see her take up a few Christmas things, and we had a little bit of a buffet type thing going on there, which was nice. Oh, and I've just realised my bin is nowhere near me, which is typical of me. I just set the cameras up. Didn't think about other things I needed. The bin is definitely one of them, because I got stuff to put in it. For starters, I've got to clean this pot up here. The opening to this pot. So it was wonderful to see my mum and my sister, especially after such a long gap of seeing her. My daughter Helena, she stayed behind to look after the cat and the dog. If you don't know, then I have a cat now as well as a dog. So I have a cat and a dog now. They're slowly getting used to each other. They are getting used to each other, but there is a but, and it is slow. It's taking a long time. I guess they're all individual though. So as long as they do get used to each other, I'm not too worried how long it takes. As long as they do. And they certainly seem to be. So that's a good thing, right? Okay, so I've got a character brush. Doing all the tricks like scenting each other's bed with the other one, and you know, that kind of thing. So I painted his belt grey before, but I don't want it grey. I want it rucksack tan. So I've got to kind of hold my breath while I do this, because I don't want to knock my brush. So that's Christmas for another year, isn't it, folks? I mean, I've been doing these every day, or recording them to be posted every day, from the 17th of December. And that's so long as well. You know, about an hour of painting. It's not an easy task, I'll be honest. Right, so that's that done. Whilst I've got rucksack tan on the go, though, I wonder if there's anything I could do with him. I don't know. I might do his hair, actually. Paint his hair in rucksack tan so that he's gonna have, when I put the brown wash on, you know, brown hair. Yeah, that's what he's gonna have, brown hair. Yeah, so it was a strange one because normally Christmas has gone by, you know, back before COVID happened. We used to have big family gatherings. Used to be a load of us there. We haven't done that for a long time now. So I haven't seen either of my brothers in a while. I haven't seen my brother who lives in Wales. I haven't seen him for a long time. I spoke to him on the phone when I was ill, back along, but I haven't seen him in an age. When it's all over, it'd be good to have a family get together. Maybe we could do it in our new house when we get there, because we're gonna get there. It's our dream, it's our goal. You gotta have dreams, right? Yes, I've done his hair now, so that's that. You say, I don't know what this dude. I don't know what any of this stuff is that he's got on him. But it looks cool. Got some strapping going on here. Very bizarre. It was a horrible journey up there yesterday. It really was. It was foggy and rainy. Ugh. Worst combination. Really is a bad combo, that. These guys don't have anything bright on them, so I've done their quilters. Need some matte black to tidy up their guns, the gun casings. That's what I need, matte black. Let's do a paper palette. Army Painter matte black. Was it Corvus black I did them in? Do I have an idea it was Corvus black? We'll use Corvus black. Right, so my Catachan Jungle Fighters just going to tidy up their guns with some Corvus black a moment. Right, just checking my time. I know we haven't been going long, but I'll just keep an eye on it. So, 14 minutes in. That's cool. Right, okay. I'm charging my phone up as I speak. I don't have any heating on. Oh, I tell you what I have done though, is I've ordered myself another little heater, an oil heater that you can move around, and I have a plan, I have a tactics about integrating the guys, the cat and dog together. And his gun doesn't need tidying up, but his does. So my plan was to turn off the heating upstairs, because that's where Lucian, the cat, he tends to hide out. He could be, you know, not wanting to come downstairs now, so I want to encourage him downstairs and get used to Rufus more. Okay, that's, you know, fair enough. So my thought process was turn off the heating upstairs so it's colder up there, and it'll be warm downstairs anyway for starters, so that will attract him downstairs anyway, right? Because central heating will be on downstairs. But when he comes down, I'll get this like oil heater and just place it next to Rufus, which he'll love because he'll be all warm and toasty. And I'm hoping Lucian will sort of lay down with him next to the fire. I think that'd be a good sort of bonding experience, if for want of a better word. Yeah, I just think it would be. I've managed to get them side by side, you know, taking treats from my hand and things like that. And that's been good, but I don't want to keep using tricks. So poor Lucian, he's on a diet, you see, because he was grossly overfed. So it says, you know, wherever he came from, they overfed him to the point of, you know, real obesity. So he's on a special diet, so we can't give him loads of treats, which is a shame because that's an ideal sort of training technique, isn't it? But just not able to do it at the moment. So got to use other methods. I thought getting this fire, or this heater rather, this oil heater, this would be a good step in that right direction, you know. We need some washes on these bad boys. Nearly done. 2 more to go. My mum was just telling me my sister, she's got to work Christmas Eve, as have I. But where I'm working, well, of course, by the time you see this, Christmas Eve probably has come and gone, hasn't it? It's probably Christmas Day now, huh? Who knows, anyway. But Christmas Eve, I had to work. Seems weird talking in the past tense about something that hasn't happened yet. I had to work 7 till 4, and my sister didn't start, I don't think, until 4. So she's working till 9, I believe. Christmas Eve. Okay. I can add more to these guys over time, I guess. Right, I think we're all done on that. Yeah. Oh, I did see my nephew yesterday as well. He popped in with his daughter. So my nephew and my great niece. It's good to see him. Haven't seen him in a while. Right. Seeing as I've got Corvus Black, let's do his boots, shall we? This guy here. Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of seagulls lately. So, I mean, we are an ocean city. We kind of live. Plymouth is right next to the ocean. A big naval base for starters, which is, one of the things Plymouth is famous for. So, and but it's a city. So, so where we want to live in a town. Okay, so which is hence Seaton. But you seem to get more sounds of seagulls, or it just, I don't know, the sound of seagulls makes me think of that place more. I don't know, I can't describe it. Weird, right? Do the Dutch. I think it's time for a sip of my coffee soon, eh? Before that though, put my matte black and Corvus Black back. What was I gonna do? I've got to do a wash of Grex Earthshade on Dutch anyways. But before I do, let's sort my drink out. Coffee, yeah boy. So everything's all working out, everything's good. I've been contacted by a couple of friends from my distant past. One first got in touch with me a couple of years ago, actually. But anyway, just a long story short, it doesn't matter about that. Long story short, we're going to meet up again in the new year, and he's asked me a question, or was it a couple of questions? He emails me, you see. He found me through YouTube, and he does a lot of reminiscing about where we live and times gone by and how much the area's changed and that, the history of it all. So he looks at a lot of aerial photographs and things like that. Anyway, he's obviously been looking through YouTube because he came up with my memory lane, which is how he found me. So that series alone, if it's not good for anything else, it got me back in touch with an old friend of mine. So for that, I'm very grateful to the series Memory Lane. So yeah, that was good. Right, so I'm just popping some Agrex Earthshade onto Dutch here now. Go along his belt too. Yeah, so anyway, my Christmas P&Q, which has probably happened by now. And I'll say this, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though I haven't done it yet, I'm sure I will thoroughly enjoy it. I love doing P&Qs. I can't wait to do it. And at this point in time, I've got some cracking questions, and I really can't wait to get stuck into those. Yeah, I really can't. Good stuff. Love it. And there, my friend, I think Dutch is good enough. He's only going to be used for an RPG anyway, so say only, but might do some more highlights on him, later on as another project. Yeah, so looking forward to P&Q. Like I say, which will probably have happened by now. It's got a real mixed bag, all sorts going on, from From fun to nostalgia to creepy. Thought-provoking stuff. And I have a question on it for you guys, which you will have seen by now. And it's difficult when you make videos in advance. And I'm having to do this anyway. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, especially for this festive period of On the Benches. It's just crazy. Okay. So I've done some work on catachans. I am thinking at this stage. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. What am I thinking? I'm thinking. They're done. So the catachans could be off the bench. They can go in with the rest of my Astra Militarum. Yeah. So I've got 10 catachan jungle fighters. I think you can get a catachan. I think you can get a catachan command, and I think you can get catachan heavy gunners. So I will look out for those. I do definitely want to get myself another lot of them, another batch of them, as it were. Do you know, I think I'm going to pop my heater on. Yeah, it's on. My heating is now on. Why sit out here and freeze, Pete? Why do this? Yeah, so I'm going to... Yeah, I am going to varnish them. Oh, wow. That'll be a great load of models off of my bench. Oh, I've only got another on the bench. One more to do, I think. It's either finishing on the 24th or the 25th. I can't even remember. I think I was going to do it on the 25th. I don't know. I think that's way more than I need, but as usual, Pete puts too much on. I think some of them are going to have a wash on if they haven't had it on already. Although there's a part of me saying they've already had their wash. I'd have to go back and watch the On the Benches I've done before. I just can't remember. This guy looks like he's had a wash on everything though. Some of them, I mean, he looks like he's had a wash put on it too, so yep. Catachan Jungle Fighter. They're an older sculpt, but I'm really fond of the sculpts. Sculpts. Sometimes the older sculpts are a bit meh, but I mean, I really do like these. It's got such character. I love it. I totally get why people like the older models in their army. Now, I know Nick from Nick Beer 40k, Necrons and more. He likes to use a lot of the older Necron models, I think, and for his Tyranid armies. They've just got, I don't know, they've got a certain character about them. I totally get that, because these guys have got loads of character. Who knows? Maybe even get to see him in action next year. On the Death World jungles of Pete's made-up games. The Catachan Jungle Fighters make their debut. Seriously, there's the Games Workshop did a game called Lost Patrol. Do you remember that one a while ago? I really wanted to get that. I never did get the chance to get it. I just wasn't able to financially, but you can get it now in really good condition, but it's so expensive. I just, but I'd like something along that premise as a game, like Lost in a Jungle. But that game, they used scouts, as I believe, Space Marine scouts. But I loved the tile map thing they used. It's kind of like, I don't know, I never played it, but from what I could see, it was like a different game every time. The way the the tiles were fitted together, so you just never knew. It was a great idea, brilliant. I'm sure I could use that for sort of an RPG as well. I could use these guys in an RPG as well. Would love to do that. I really would. Don't know if you guys saw that air engine my daughter made that I posted up on Twitter and Instagram. I was so impressed with that when she came back with it, and I saw the video footage of it working. I went, wow, that is impressive. She made that from scratch, you know, just blocks of metal, everything cut out, drilled and milled and reamed and filed and cut to precise precision according to a set of engineering instructions, and she made it. Part of her apprenticeship project for her first year. Yeah, I was so impressed. And I'm going to see if I can get my my air gun compressor to get it going. See if I can get an attachment, because it's got like a nipple for the air line to go to. See if I can get an attachment that will fit. If not, I'll see if I can make one, something fit. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. And if you're watching, Elena, I'm really impressed with it. You really impressed me with that. I mean, no end. She doesn't watch these, so I doubt she'll ever see that. But yeah, I was really proud to think, you know, my daughter's done that. Wow, that's so cool. And already surpassing me in, you know, in terms of technical know-how and knowledge, and that's just brilliant, fantastic. I'm sure she'll go far. Hope she does. I'm sure she will. So yeah. At least you've got someone to go to if I have an engine that needs fixing, or some mechanical engineering work that needs doing. Might be alright with the varnish here. Might not have used too much. Should be marvellous. I suppose my friend will be down from Liverpool soon as well. I wasn't able to see him last time because I was feeling too poorly. I was a bit of a cough and cold, and it's just a cough and cold. But you know, I didn't want him getting it, so I was like, you know, dude, stay away, because I don't want you getting this. 'Cause, you know, don't take that back with him and whatever else. Not nice. I'm sure I'll see him again this year. Looks like there was not enough. Barely enough. That's just enough. I like that. I need another drop, I think. Oh, way too much. Never mind. Never mind. I was just hoping to do good. Not have to put any back for a change, but there you go. Watched an episode of Lie to Me last night, which is good. Oh, I watched an episode of X-Files too. I think the next episode, EB, I think that's the first time we get to meet the Lone Gunman. I love them. They're my favourite characters in it, I think. They're just so geeky and weird and that. Right, what time have we got? Been at this 36 minutes. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right. So, I can't believe it. My Catachan Jungle Fighters are done. I got this guy to do here now, though. Well, thinking his jacket's going to be black. I'm sorry, but it is. We're going to go for a matte black. Of course we are. Matte black from Army Painter. Really impressed with these paints. Got matte white as well. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to see if I can get hold of the two thin coats range, because I see he started using them in tutorials now. He used a white and a black. Old Duncan Rhodes there. I watched a tutorial he did about painting a Battletech model. The mech he was painting up there, and I thought, might check out these two thin coats paints. Wonder if I can get them from his website or whatever. I'm sure they won't be too hard to find and track down. I'm not a fan of painting black, I'll be honest with you. Like, for instance, the Raven Guard or the Death Watch, you know, just to name a couple. I just find it such a bland paint to use. I'll call it a colour for the purpose of the video. I know black's not a colour, but I will call it a colour for the sake of argument, because it's a paint. And it's not any other colours I'm talking about, so I will say the colour black. I'm not a fan of it. It makes everything seem dull and boring, I think, and monochrome, and I'm just not a fan of it. Yeah, just not a fan. A bit of dry brushing on his front might help, however. Maybe if I do his eye patch a striking colour, that might help. Could have to switch out brushes in a moment to do all the black next to his hair. Right. He definitely looks like a rogue trader, though, I have to say that. Right, then Sunshine. Do you know what I really like? You might have seen it, our Christmas tree. And lights. Not a lot, just a little bit. But it's a sign of improvement, and it's a sign of being on the up, I think. Having our Christmas setup, as I call it, you know, a nice one. It's a really happy one. Got good vibes, and we're just happy here, and that makes me happier. Being happy makes me happier. I think we're good. Shall make his eye patch metallic. Might be better, mightn't it? Oh, heater's on now. Lovely, nice and lovely and warm. It's only a 700 watt one I've ordered, but I think it'll be just enough to attract the guys together, hopefully. At least that's the plan anyways. So he really is a messy model, that one. Now I've got this table thing to do. I might paint the middle of that black with the line going down the middle of it. Well, one, because I've got the black out, and two, because I think it would be good to break up the areas. And this is a table from like a sci-fi canteen set that I bought, ooh, a long time ago now. Just never got around to painting it. Never got around to painting it, but now I think I might have a need. Let's paint the two ends. Yeah, I think I'll leave that as is. I think I'll paint the seats, the tops of the seats, black too. Yeah, like a sort of aesthetic. Like a canteen, or like a mess area, or a ship that can be used for role-playing purposes. So that'll be good. Alrighty, haha. This is a really easy piece to hold, you know, to paint. So many holes, hold handle places. Oh, talking of handles, I noticed Duncan Rhodes, he was using an older Citadel painting handle, like the one that I've got. So that was kind of cool. I thought, that's good. Good that he's not having to use the latest one with the thinner handle. I don't know if I like that as much. I'm not sure. I want to give it a go though, but my mind isn't made up on it yet. Not until I have a go. Usually the things they come out with for, you know, the helping of painting is usually very good, usually. So I am expecting it to be really good. So that's that for a moment. Okay, what else have we got here? What on earth that is, I have no idea. I'm going to pop it on my holder. And that is going to be painted matte black also. I might just paint the whole thing in matte black and then do the details after. I think that would be a better idea. Yeah, I think that would be a better idea. Primed in Citadel's Caliban Green, the aerosol, because it's a dark green colour. I don't have any black primer in aerosol form, only airbrush. I just wanted to prime them quickly, really. That's what I wanted to do. There we are. Yeah, that'll do nicely. I've got a couple of computer screens and whatnot to do as well. I want the screens to be black, obviously, but I might put a little tiny bits of white on them, because here, for instance, these kind of things here, it's very much from the mode of like Aliens, the movie, or yeah, an alien, or some sort of fridge unit thing there as well, where it's like the technology is like the old like mainframe computer type thing. Funny the way they thought the future was going to go with computers. But yeah, but that's the industrial theme, I think they call it. Industrial theme. Yeah. I keep thinking I can see, is it a fly? It's a fly. I thought it was Eric for a moment. Disappointing. I haven't seen Eric for a long time. Hope he's alright. Hope he's doing okay. No reason why he wouldn't be. And if he is, Mr. Little Fly, you're in trouble, because you're lunch to him. Yeah. Right, what time have I got? 15 minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do to finish up, I'm going to glue this lady to her base. See how I go with that. I'll just turn off my heating for a moment. It does get hot. It gets very hot. Super glue. The key with super glue is not to use too much. Something that took me a little while to get my head around. You know, when I was new to the hobby. I'll just stand her on her base like that. I think it'll be fine. For the RPG models, I'm not doing anything fancy on the bases. The bases are just plain black as they came. That's what I wanted. That's what I want. So pop that to one side. Hopefully that can dry quite soon. Yep. Glasses off. Zoom out. It's time for the outro. So here we are. Outro time. Thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. Just trying to pull my Christmas shirt down because it rides up at the back. Yeah, so there we are. I'll sit down and enjoy my heat and coffee now. So I'm going to take a little bit of short break in between videos. Ready for the final one for tomorrow. I can't wait. It's been hectic doing these videos like this. Not burnt out, but worn out. And there's a difference. There is a difference. So I'm worn out, but I'm not burnt out. Not by a long shot. And I want to talk about the stuff I'm going to be doing in P&Q. I suppose I could, because that would have happened by now. So I want to talk about things I'm going to do next year. Domitus, I want to get that underway. A huge big project. I want to start painting, and I want to do the Imperial Fists. It's the faction I want to paint, because I just personally I think yellow is a fantastic colour to weather. I just love the effects you can get with yellow weathering. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, so thanks ever so much for joining me. Indomitus is what I'm going to be doing next year, amongst a host of other things. I'm hoping a bit of Astra Militarum next year as well, and possibly other stuff. Oh, and another Imperial Knight. Getting my Knight trio off the ground. That's going to be fantastic. Going to be like, I don't know, House Lupus or something. I don't know. Stop yawning, Pete. So I'm going to do a little bit of prep for the next video. I might. So tomorrow you might see him primed. Yeah, he might be primed up in necrotic flesh if I've got enough left. Yeah, so watch out for that one. And yeah, I can't wait. It's Christmas. It's nearly here. It's yeah. I am super excited. It's, you know, I keep going back to, you know, how far I've come in a couple of years. Christmas, you know, a couple of years ago was tough, really tough. We fell on hard times, which a lot of people do. It happens, you know, life. But I'm happy to say we're digging our way very much out of that pit, and we're loving life right now, and I'm loving life, and it's all good. I just hope everyone is well. You know, I hope my family are all safe as well, safe and sound. I wish you all the happiness in the world, and I look forward to doing another video with you guys after Christmas. Things will go back to a weekly bench format. Hopefully, it will do, because there's other videos I need to make as well. I want to do another projects I want to get going. So that's a thing. Right, I've rambled on far too long here. I've made this go on. I've made it go up to 56 minutes. It'll be shorter than that by the time I edit it anyway. So thanks again. Remember, all brushes lead to war. Please give it a like if you like it, or a dislike if you dislike it. Share it if you can. If you want to help me out, big style, check out my Patreon campaign. Link in the home page. Just click on the Patreon icon. It will take you straight to my Patreon page, where you can see that you will get exclusive videos for as little as $1 a month. So $2 is $2 to $3 is a common one. You know, some like do a $5. You kind of pretty much get everything for that. And yeah, and there's going to be more to come in the future. So stay tuned. Thank you, my friends. I love you all. Bye for now.